is up, Apex Nation, and welcome back to some more Danganronpa. Hope you guys are having a great day. Make sure you hit that like button, show your support, subscribe if you haven't already, leave a comment down below, and check the description for Discord, for Patreon, for Twitch, all that good stuff. Alright, we're in the middle of this case number 4. And Toko just told us to ask Genocide Jill. Her? You mean?
Haha, guess who's back?
It was your fault after all!
No.
My fault, Master's fault. When our faults combine, they soar to even greater heights.
Just answer the question. Did you kill Sakura?
Well, to be honest, Miss Morose and me don't actually share our memories. So I can't really say what was going on. But I was just minding my own business, sleeping peacefully when someone shook me awake. Was it a prince paying me a visit? I wondered. So I opened my eyes to see... splatter everywhere! I was not prepared for that. And, well, I guess it took me by surprise. I got so startled, I smacked her with the first thing I could find, which I guess was a bottle. Sakura was just worried about you, and you're terrible! No, she's terrible! Thanks to her, I murdered someone who wasn't an adorable boy for the first time ever!
And when it was all over, you collected the pieces of the bottle to get rid of the evidence, didn't you?
I wasn't about to die for some woman! If I'm gonna go down, I want it to be for killing Master!
Ooh, Byakuya!
Just go away and die your meaningless death alone. Don't drag me into it.
But I just can't catch a break, you know? Fate's got it out for me. Because normally, Sakura should have been able to dodge my attack, no problem.
Even as strong as she is, she must have still been reeling from Hiro's attack.
Hey, come on. That's, you know. But anyway, I'm not the one that killed Ogre. So that's good.
Yeah. So that's good. Keep talking like that and Hina's gonna...
Well then, that's that. Let's start the vote.
No. Huh? Thought for sure you'd have some worse hero on that
What's
one.
wrong? Come on, everyone, we're ready to vote, right? Let's do this.
We're not.
No, not quite yet.
Huh? Not yet? Why not yet?
Don't you think there was something odd about Toko's story? I mean, you had to have noticed.
Odd. Huh?
Hiro's attack, and then Toko's, but that still wasn't the end of it.
It wasn't?
Tell us your story one more time. Tell us what happened after you fainted. Then even this gaggle of idiots should understand what I'm talking about.
Your wish is my command, darling.
It's not over yet, is it? The one who killed Sakura is... Sakura. Well, whoever poisoned her. Status... probably yellow powder?
I was just sleeping peacefully. And all of a sudden, Sakura was right there in front of me. I remember waking up right in front of the magazine shelf.
And you were taken by surprise when you saw Ogre covered in blood. So you smashed her head in with the Monokuma bottle?
You got it! I smashed her good!
And where did the attack take place?
Right where I woke up. I killed her there in front of the shelf.
No, that's wrong.
I had a feeling Sakura was sitting on the chair. Or a couch.
We found Sakura sitting upright in a chair. If the blow by the shelf was the cause of death, there's no explanation why she was in that chair.
Yeah.
So, you finally noticed.
No, it's all along, dude. You shut your face.
That's just another lie from a bloodthirsty serial killer.
Are you sure you didn't attack her while she was sitting in the chair?
No, I'm sure she's telling the truth. Anyone who saw the murder scene should think the same way.
Yeah, there's a bunch of blood by the magazine. That has to be it. The evidence that proves she was attacked in front of the magazine was... the pile of blood.
I got it! Sakura was definitely
I like the
attacked
easy
in front
one.
of the shelf. The blood stain by the magazines is proof of that.
Then she must have moved the body after she killed her, right?
You call her ogre for a reason.
All to make it look like I did it. Because when I hit her, she was sitting in the chair.
Hey, come on now, look at me. I can't carry anything heavier than my own scissors. There's no way I could move a muscle-bound heavyweight like that.
Then what's the deal?
Well, are you still convinced the case has come to an end?
But...
Plus, the biggest mystery of all, the locked room, still has yet to be explained.
Nah, Sakura did that herself.
Until we take care of that, we can't say this case has been properly settled.
Oh, that part's easy. After she killed Sakura, Toko just hid in the locker again.
Wrong.
So she just hid in there till everyone showed up and opened the door? And while everything was all confused and hectic, she just snuck out of the locker into the group.
No, I don't think that's possible.
The reason there's no way Toko was hiding in the locker room is because... I guess I saw it?
I got it! Even before we opened the door to the rec room, Hina and I both got a look inside. And at that point, the locker was already open. So obviously Toko couldn't have been hiding in there.
Okay then, where was she hiding?
I don't know. What's this whole locked room thing about anyway?
How do you not know? You killed her!
I think the fact that I don't know proves I didn't kill her. Thank you very much. You're lying.
No, she's not. I've been saying all along, there's still more to this case.
But if Genocide Jill didn't do it, that means Ogre didn't die from the shot to the head.
And
Well, I can't imagine what else could have killed her.
that's because you're overlooking vital information.
Yeah, you're definitely missing something important. There's another possible explanation. Maybe it's... well, the yellow powder. Poison. Poison, I say. Poison. Definitely powder.
What was it that killed Ogre?
Hush, hush, hush.
If it wasn't from Genocide Jill's attack, then what was it?
There's no other possible cause. What killed Sakura? I can't think of anything other than the shot to her head. So you're dead set on blaming me, huh?
Oops, I didn't read
What
that.
was it that killed Ogre? If it wasn't from Genocide Jill's, then what was it?
There's no other what killed Sakura. I can't think of
Anything other than the shot to
I didn't
her
think so.
head.
Not the way that was lined up. Come on, Makoto. I need to think about it one more time. There must be a contradiction there somewhere.
What was it that killed Ogre?
Go ahead.
If it wasn't from Genocide Jill's attack, then what was it?
There's no other possible cause. What killed Sakura? I can't think of anything other than the shot to her head.
Dang, I can't do that. I got it. Yeah.
Shoot.
I need to see what he says at the end. I don't know this one.
What was it? If it wasn't from Jenna, then what was it?
There's no other what killed Sakura. I can't think of anything. So you're dead set on blaming me, huh?
Is there one? If there's one place I might find a clue, it would have to be written in there.
What was it that killed Ogre? If it wasn't from Genocide Jill's attack, then what was it?
There's no other possible cause. What killed Sakura? I can't think of anything other than the shot to her head. So you're dead set on blaming me, huh?
Huh.
What was it that killed Ogre? If it wasn't from
Genocide.
Jill's attack,
Ah, it's the other way.
Shoot!
what was it that killed Ogre? If it wasn't from Genocide Jill's attack, then what was it?
There's no other possible what killed Sakura. I can't think of
Anything other than the shot to her head.
I am so lost right now.
Shoot!
What? What is it?
What was it that killed Ogre? If it wasn't from Genocide Jill's attack, And what was it?
Yeah, got it now.
There's no other possible cause. What killed Sakura? I can't think of.
Anything.
No, that's wrong.
Yeah, the vomit in the blood. Now we're gonna get to the poison. Oh, I have my one heart.
According to the Monokuma file, Sakura had vomited blood. I think we can assume there's a chance this was related to her cause of death. In fact, there was even a trace of blood left around her mouth.
I mean, sometimes the way they get to the point you are thinking of, I just don't make the connection sometimes.
Well, I mean, maybe when she got hit with the bottles, she cut the inside of her mouth.
If that's all it was, the file wouldn't have specified vomited blood. Not to mention, I didn't find any cuts inside her mouth.
You even checked in there? God, you really are into dead bodies!
No, I'm not into dead bodies. What I'm into is solving mysteries.
But if there wasn't a cut or anything, then what made her vomit blood?
Some sort of reaction within her body. Most likely, Sakura was poisoned.
Poisoned?
That's right. This is the conclusion I've arrived at, and so there can be no mistake.
You're making me go all weak in the knees! She was poisoned? It isn't possible!
Is it really so hard to believe? Then let me explain exactly how the culprit was able to poison her.
You can explain it?
Of course, if you don't mind.
Everyone quiet! Shut up and listen to Master!
But you're the only one talking.
The key to unlocking this mystery was hiding in the chem lab up on the 4th floor.
Huh? Not in the rec room? And I could have found it all along.
You never would have, since you gave up on the search the moment you were barred from the crime scene.
Well, yeah, good point.
There's a big shelving unit in the chem lab that houses a variety of mixtures and chemicals. And that's where I found this.
Is that the poison?
It's not an especially powerful poison, but it'll still kill you if you drink an entire bottle. But the specific properties don't matter. What does matter is where I found it.
Where'd you find it?
The shelf is divided up into 3 sections, A, B, and C. In Section A, dietary supplements. In B, reagents. And in C, a variety of lethal chemicals.
And that's where the poison came from? Section C?
Well, that's the question, isn't it?
He got it from Section A. I know this. He doesn't say it was in Section A.
I got it!
Oh, 1.5 heart.
The poison was actually in Section A, wasn't it?
Huh? But you just said that Section A was for supplements or whatever.
Strange, isn't it? Why would there be a bottle of poison mixed in with all those nutritional additives?
Yeah, so? Why?
Because the culprit switched it out. That's why.
What do you mean?
I mean, this.
What are you drinking? I couldn't believe my eyes. Bianca put the bottle of poison to his lips and
Master!
he was so shocked at what we were seeing, we all could do is stand there and watch. It's fine with me. But as if it were the most natural thing in the world, Bianca was calm as ever.
Ugh, that tastes awful.
Oh no! Master's in real trouble! You have to drink some water! You can't just swallow powder! It'll stick to your throat!
Idiot! He just swallowed poison! We need to make him spit it out!
The flavor certainly makes me want to spit it out. What's so high quality about this stuff?
Huh? What are you talking about?
I'm talking about the protein, of course.
Protein?
Can I see that bottle for a second?
Sure. Do whatever you like.
Bianca took the bottle from Bianca and scraped out a bit of the contents of one finger. She touched her finger to her tongue.
It's protein powder.
Correct. That wasn't poison in the bottle, but harmless protein powder. Which makes one wonder, the poison that should have been in that bottle, where did it go?
Oh, Hina. Oh, Hina, I don't want to get you killed. But you were the only one that entered the room with me besides Kyoko. I don't think Kyoko did this. And the bottle was on top of the glass that we shattered. The blood of poison is actually filled with protein powder, which would mean that, conversely, the poison must have been in. Could it be? You suck! It's protein. Right? Protein drink. Oh, okay. Is it? It's T. It's got to be an E, right? There's no A paw. I don't know how to spell protein. And that's an N. Protein. Got it.
Now I understand.
Can I have an extra heart? Because I did it right. It's first try without failing. A special. A
poison.
good boy.
Must have been poured into the protein can.
Hate spelling.
If the protein's in the poison bottle, it seems only logical to assume the reverse is true, right?
Oh, by the way, before I just realized I was looking down and doing something. I have a game going on my phone right now that kind of plays itself. I gotta do something every once in a while. It wasn't me looking up answers. I am not looking up answers. It wasn't me. I looked up answers once for that word that we didn't see before, which annoyed me. But it was like schizo or something like that, right? I swear to you, wasn't looking up answers.
Absolutely. The contents of each container were switched. So the protein was in the bottle of poison, and the poison was in the protein can. Once you accept that, it becomes obvious how the culprit was able to get Sakura to drink the poison.
Holy crap!
All they had to do was hand her something there at the scene, and she was happy to drink the poison herself.
Protein drink.
I got it! You're saying they gave her a protein drink, right?
A protein drink which actually contained a deadly poison.
What?
That's all it took to kill Sakura. That is the true cause of death.
You know, I do remember Ogre saying that protein stuff was good for all kinds of aches and pains. So maybe she took it to try and help with the whole bleeding head wound thing.
But what was offered to her instead was a bottle full of poison. And I already know exactly who swapped the mixtures.
For real? Who was it?
Evidence revealing who replaced the two materials was left in the chem lab for anyone to see.
The evidence that showed that who switched them has to be found on this front shelf. It must be what we found in front of the shelves. It's the powder. Oh, Hina, you did this. Although yellow powder's there on her shoe. I'm gonna say this one. It could, yeah, this one game.
I got it!
Good.
The footprints left behind in front of the shelf. That's the evidence you're talking about, isn't it?
I visited the chem lab this morning, and there were definitely no footprints there at that point. They must have appeared around the time of the murder, which leaves no doubt that they're connected. What's more, the footprints were in front of Section A, where I found the bottle meant for the poison. The culprit must have gone to Section A to swap the poison and protein, leaving their footprints behind. And given how clear the prints were, figuring out who they belong to will pose no problem. All we have to do is check everyone's footprints right now. Then we'll see who...
It was me.
No.
The footprints. They're mine.
No. Not you.
Hina?
If you're all gonna find out anyway, I'd rather you hear it straight from me, you know?
Then, Ogre's killer was...
Yep, I did it. I killed Sakura.
Just as I suspected. The footprints were made by a pair of sneakers. There was no mistaking it. And the only people here who wear sneakers are...
Sneakers, huh? The only people with sneakers are Makoto and Hina.
I got it! Me and Hina are the only ones. Oh, so Byakuya. That explains why you...
These footprints must be. Makoto, are they yours?
No.
Okay then, let me see your shoes and I confirm their size for myself.
If the footprints didn't belong to Makoto, that left only one other possibility.
Just Hina.
Plus, Hina's been acting strange ever since the trial began. You were in an awful rush to get to the vote, weren't you? This whole time, you've been focused on pinning the crime on someone else, haven't you?
I can't believe it.
What about it can't you believe?
Well, it's just... the two of them were so close.
That's likely exactly why it turned out this way. Because they were so close, Sakura didn't think twice about it when Hina handed her the concoction. Hina used that trust to kill her. She deceived the victim, and she tried to deceive all of us. I have to say, Hina, coming from you, this was a particularly nasty little scheme.
Hina, is it true? Did you really kill Sakura? And if you did, why? Why would you do that?
I found her. There in the rec room. She was hurt. She asked me to bring her that protein drink. But when I went to get the powder from the chem lab, it just occurred to me all of a sudden.
Now's my chance to kill her. That's what you thought, right?
But the footprints don't go from C to A. Well, she dropped it.
That's when you switched out the protein powder, and that's when you gave her the poisoned mixture.
And then she downed it all at once. And then
Hold it. I'm not convinced.
You're not about to claim she wouldn't kill a close friend, are you? You still don't get it, do you? The game we're playing here isn't so kind. Honeyed words like friendship don't matter here. What matters is outwitting the opponent, defeating them. Not a person alive would sacrifice themselves for another. In the end, we're all in it for ourselves. Just like how this girl sacrificed Sakura to save herself.
You say that, but I'm still not convinced.
How many times do you plan to repeat yourself?
Don't misunderstand me. I'm not saying it because of some misguided sentimentalism. But there's still that one unsolved mystery, and I'm not convinced.
Are you talking about the locked room problem?
Hina, if you really are the killer, explain it. How did you create that locked room?
well, that doesn't matter. Just because I'm guilty, that means I have to tell you everything?
No, it doesn't. But the fact that you won't tell us concerns me.
Surely you're not... Do you honestly think Hina didn't actually kill her?
And if I do?
Impossible. She switched out the mixtures. She's the culprit. There's no way you can doubt this.
Are you sure about that? Even ignoring the fact that I don't want to believe it, it just doesn't fit.
What doesn't fit?
I mean, why would someone leave such a clear clue like a footprint? It's too obvious, too easy.
He's right. It makes it look like you wanted people to suspect you.
I was just nervous. So, I didn't notice I'd left a footprint.
You didn't notice?
Yeah, that's just how it was. What can I do?
Listen, Hina. Could you go into a bit more detail?
Yeah, this is not making sense.
Tell us more about when you switched the poison and the protein.
How come? That doesn't matter.
Hina, please, I'd like to know too.
Fine.
Waste your time if you like. It's clear that Hina is the culprit.
And you're gonna look like an idiot.
There's nobody else to suspect. Nobody else could have possibly done it.
Go ahead, Hina. Start from the moment you arrived at the chem lab.
Well, right away I went to Section C and got the poison.
And is that when you spilled the powder in front of that part of the shelf?
Yeah. When I opened the bottle, I dropped it like an idiot.
I see. Okay then, go on.
So then I moved to Section A and got the protein powder, and that's where I switched them.
But you just said you dropped it.
Once I was done with that, I took the protein can that had the poison in it and left the room. But I accidentally put the bottle filled with protein powder back on the wrong shelf. And because of that, everything I did got found out. And that's it.
That story you just told. First you went to Section C to get the poison. Then moved to Section A to get the protein, right? Meaning you went from Section C to Section A. Do I have that correct?
Yeah.
But if that's true, there were footprints from C to A. Isn't that a little strange?
Can you repeat that series of events one more time?
What's wrong with you, Big Mac? You're being awfully pushy.
It's the same thing no matter how many times you hear it. How long until you're satisfied?
How long? Till we figure it out, idiot. So I uncover the full truth of this case, jerk butthole. Footprints on the powder.
First, I went to Section C. That's when I grabbed the poison.
And you spilled some of the powder on the ground in front of the shelf.
Yeah. When I grabbed the bottle, I dropped it.
Okay, and then?
No way then.
I moved from Section C.
To section.
No, that's
We had a
wrong.
lot more dots left, but I figured it out.
You said you went to get the poison from Section C. And that's where you spilled the powder, right?
Yeah? What about it?
And after that, you said you moved from Section C to Section A to get the protein. But the footprints left at the scene were not moving from Section C to Section A. That contradicts what you just said.
What?
Then maybe she moved in some weird direction on purpose to disguise her movements?
No, that can't be it. Remember what Hina just said?
I was just nervous, so I didn't notice I left the footprint.
What the? Hina, what's the meaning of this?
Oh, does someone look like an idiot? Oh.
You lied to us. Plain and simple. If you look at the footprints, your movements in the chem lab are obvious. The powder had already been spilled when you came in, and you went straight to Section A. So you never went to Section C. Whatever you did there, it only involved Section A.
Well, you see...
What the hell? What's going on here?
You're wrong.
And the footprints aren't the only problem with her account.
What?
Idiot.
Before I explain that part, I'd like to submit some new evidence.
New evidence? Impossible, there can't be.
Are you sure? After all, you're the one that gave it to me.
Oh, please tell me Byakuyo did it. Oh, are we gonna have peace and quiet?
I did?
Oh, you nervous, boy?
It was hidden inside the bottle of poison you gave me. I'm amazed you, of all people, would miss such a vital clue. A truly grave oversight.
Just say it already! What is it you think you found?
I found this.
That piece of glass is in the bottle. How dangerous.
It had sunk to the bottom of the bottle. And the hidden clue was exposed, thanks to you ingesting the powder. I couldn't have solved the mystery without you. So, thank you for that.
But, what is it?
Oh, you still don't realize? Well then. Makoto, why don't you explain it?
Oh, but it was blue, not red. I don't know what you're talking about.
Huh? Me?
From the window that we broke to get into the door. Oh, you're gonna die!
Fine. If you really do know, explain the meaning of that shard of glass.
Bottle of poison, I think I remember now. I broke something the same shade of blue. The rec room window.
I got it!
3.5
It's
heart.
part of the window from the rec room door, right?
The window?
The window we broke to get in was light blue, just like that. So I think that must be it.
You're right. It must be. Of course, that leads to another question. How did a shard of glass from the window get inside this bottle of poison?
What's so strange about that?
What's strange is that, according to what Hina told us,
Where was it the bottle of poison should have been when I broke the glass? It should have been under. Oh, what? Yeah, according to Hina told us section A on the shelf, right?
I got it!
Oh, I misread
The
all
bottle
that.
of poison was left on the shelf in the chem lab. That is what you said, right, Hina? And yet, somehow a piece of glass from the rec room window made its way into the bottle.
And who went to that rec room as soon as we were done finding the bata?
Everything Hina told us was a lie?
No, she really went and got the. She got the protein.
In reality, that bottle of poison most definitely found its way to the rec room. It was there at least until the window got broken. In other words, when the locked room was unlocked. There's no other way to explain the presence of that glass in that bottle.
And then, once the room was opened, the bottle somehow got moved back to the shelf in the chem lab. Meanwhile, the protein can we found at the crime scene was planted there. That had to be after the locked room was opened. In other words, after Sakura died.
Wait, hold on. You're moving too fast. I'll grant you, the bottle of poison may well have been in the rec room when it was locked. But how can you say the protein can was put there after the room was unlocked? We already know she was given the protein can with the poison inside, right? If that can wasn't there when she died, how did she get poisoned?
You're right. We do need to explain that. But before we do, there's something I'd like to confirm with everyone here.
Huh?
It has to do with the protein can. After Sakura's body was discovered, did anyone move it or trip over it or anything like that?
What are you talking about? Is this some kind of loaded question?
Not at all. Just answer to the best of your ability.
Well, no, not that I remember.
Yeah, me either.
Not me.
Same here.
Yeah, me either.
Okay then, that settles it. That proves that the protein can found its way to the murder scene after the room was opened.
Oh, come on! How can you say that? How can you know what I don't know?
Smarter than you? The evidence. It was on top. There's proof that someone brought the protein can to the rec room after it was opened. Okay. We're doing one of these, huh? This is not a freaking hangman's gambit. Source the empty bottle can. Okay, so from the empty bottle can.
When it
Okay.
comes to that protein can, there's not a doubt in my mind.
It was on top of the glass, not under the
Until the locked room was unlocked. It absolutely was not in there.
So you're saying someone planted it there after we got the door open?
No. No, that's impossible.
glass.
It had to have been in there the whole time. Nope. It had to be. It was in.
No, that's
Get
wrong.
wrecked. I knew it wasn't going to be whatever Coco said. I mean, it wasn't going to be.
You remember how there was broken glass scattered all around the room, right?
Of course. It came from the window you broke to get in. What about it?
That's right.
Well, those pieces weren't just scattered around the protein can. We also found pieces underneath the can.
What?
And this proves it. It shows that the can must have been put down on the floor after the window was broken. So it had to be after we got into the room.
I see. So that's your explanation. Kyoko, earlier when you asked if anyone had moved the can or tripped over it,
If that were the case, that would explain the can being on top of the glass.
So you asked everyone about it to eliminate that possibility right out of the gate.
And that's made everything clear, hasn't it? As long as it was a locked room, it only contained the bottle of poison, and not the protein can. But once the room was opened up, they were switched, and as a result, the protein can wound up in the rec room, and the bottle of poison returned to the chem lab.
if that's all true, then why did Sakura drink the poison? I thought we all agreed she was tricked into drinking it because of the protein can.
No, that's not why. The only explanation is she drank it from its original bottle, knowing exactly what it was.
Precisely. She was alone in a locked room. All she had was the poison. What other possibility is there?
You're saying she drank it knowing what it was? Such a ridiculous fiction is...
Exactly what happened.
Then tell us already. Sorry. Please, tell us.
Oh, someone learned their lesson.
Before we get to that, we need to clarify one other thing. We need to establish who exactly got the poison from the chem lab and took it to the rec room.
It was Hina, right? She took it and gave it to Ogre.
What do you think, Makoto?
Well, yeah, Hina did, but it was inside of a protein bottle, not a poison bottle. Right? Had to have been Hina. Oh, I was wrong.
Shoot!
Sakura?
I got it!
I mean, I had that theory she killed
I think
herself.
it was Sakura herself.
Huh? So Sakura, who was apparently murdered, just poisoned herself?
What are you talking about? There's no way!
On the contrary, we know for a fact she went to the chem lab, right to the section full of poisons.
You're lying! Stop lying!
Oh, the powder. Oh, on their foot.
Why? Why would you lie like that?
It's not a lie. Sakura definitely went to Section C. Kyoko already showed me the evidence I needed. Now I have to hit Hina with it. I have to make her accept it. Prepared to be hit with evidence. What am I doing? Moment of truth. Oh, crap. I have to, choose. I'm not at the beginning.
You're a liar! What are you saying? Wrong! You're wrong! I'm telling you, I did it! Stop talking! You're a liar! Wrong! You're wrong! I hate you!
Oh.
You're a liar! What are you saying? Wrong! You're wrong! I'm telling you, I did it! Stop talking! You're a liar! Do you have any kind of proof, Sakura?
This should prove it. Hina, did you know that Sakura's foot had a certain yellow powder stuck to it?
It did?
It did. The same yellow powder that had been spilled by the shelf in the chem lab. That powder was yellow, wasn't it? So the powder we found on Sakura, what else could it be but the powder from the chem lab?
Wait. So, what was that powder doing on Ogre's foot?
And it was only on her instep, right?
Sakura must have been standing right there where the powder was spilled. So the person who spilled the powder by the shelf wasn't Hina, but Sakura. And when Sakura dropped the bottle, she dropped it away from where she was actually standing, which is how she was able to avoid getting it all over herself. But the powder still got scattered around, and some of it must have wound up on her instep. Is there any problem with my thinking?
But why did Sakura pay a visit to Section C in the first place? The only explanation is that she was looking for poison. After all, that's all that section contained.
No! It was me! The poison! Because I killed her!
No, you didn't kill her.
When I killed Sakura, the connection between Sakura and the poison, the unsolved mystery of the locked room, there's only one way to explain it. Select someone. Sakura killed Sakura. Where are you? Hey, Sakura.
Here's my answer. The one who killed Sakura was Sakura herself.
Yeah, I had a feeling. I'm glad we didn't lose Hina. I'm glad about that so far. But yeah, Sakura definitely killed herself. And brought those 3 there because 3 people are needed for a body.
What?
It only could be 1 accomplice, not a 2 accomplice, so it ruled out all 3 of them. They saw the body. She probably admitted it herself that, hey, I'm killing myself. You 3 are here. Make it nice and easy.
The killer was Sakura?
Wait, so you're saying it was suicide?
I don't believe it. I don't believe it any more than I believe I can fly.
How much do you believe you can fly?
I can't believe it either. Or rather, I don't want to believe it. But when you really think about it, everything matches up. Sakura went and got the poison. She barricaded herself in a room, and she drank it, all so she could end her own life. And that explains why we couldn't solve the mystery of the locked room.
Because, of course, Monokuma did it. No, Sakura did it.
I got it! The locked room mystery was created by Sakura.
I'm sure she locked herself in so nobody could stop her from doing what she did. She sat there, drank the poison, and breathed her last breath. And the empty bottle of poison rolled around the locked room until we came and opened it. At that point, someone grabbed the bottle and snuck it out of the room. And that was you, wasn't it, Hina? You did it to throw off the investigation, didn't you? When we found her body, you stayed right there near the door because you already knew Sakura was dead. And because the bottle of poison had rolled near the doorway.
That's when you picked up the bottle, right? I was too shocked to notice anything, and Kyoko was busy checking the body.
And the more I think about it, the more I realize how unusual your actions were.
Oh, I have to go get them. I have to go get the others. On shaky legs, Hina left the rec room.
You said you were going to go get everyone else, but your real intention was to go to the chem lab and switch out the containers, wasn't it? Once you were at the chem lab, you headed straight to the section where the protein powder was kept. There, you took the powder and poured it into the bottle of poison you'd grabbed from the rec room. When you left the lab, all you had was the empty protein can. Thinking about it like that, the footprints make perfect sense.
When you were done, you gathered everyone together. And once you were back in the rec room,
I got everyone. Whoa, ogre. Oh, so she's dead, huh? Oh, I didn't even realize it was Jill. And not Jack. Or not, Toko. Sakura's been killed, I see.
while everyone else was focused on Sakura, you quietly placed the can on the ground. Honestly, I should have noticed. You should have been the first one to run up to Sakura's lifeless body. The Hina I know never would have left her side in a situation like that.
So wait, Hina did do it? A little confused.
So, Sakura committed suicide. In order to hide this fact, Hina undertook a series of actions to undermine the investigation.
That's so dangerous. Yeah, it sucks that your best friend committed suicide and you don't like that fact that someone so tough committed suicide. But if you were successful, we all would have died.
As long as you could disguise the truth, you didn't care if we blamed you for her death. That's why you didn't bother to get rid of such obvious evidence, right? The footprints in the powder and the bottle of poison? Vital pieces of evidence, and yet...
So you're saying Hina consciously deceived us to make it look like she killed Sakura?
Yeah, to kill us all.
No! No! No, 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 no! I killed her! I did it!
That's enough, Hina. It's over.
It's not! Nothing's over!
It is. Actually, no. You're right. We have to end this properly.
Don't like this. Okay, hang on. So, Byakuya got a note looking all stupid. Okay, then she got there and hid. This one should be fairly simple. She got there, hid, blah blah blah, talkie talkie talkie. She got candy, got spooked, saw a bottle, took bottle, smashed bottle. I'm always confused which way it goes, because it goes this way, then it goes this way. So you smash bottle, that's where you wrote name, but you smash. Whoa, which bottle did you have? You had Horsey. Horsey, and you saw this, you wrote name, you saw that, you wrote, you put magazine back. After magazine back, you saw... Wait. Did you take candy? You already had candy. You already had candy. You didn't take candy. You saw that bubble. You put magazine... No. Is this where you put magazine back? What did you do? Oh, wait. You're there. Oh, okay. So, give me this. This one goes here. This one goes here. You saw this. You go up there. You shocked her. Genocide. Jill came out. Jill took a bottle. Jill smacked you in head with bottle. Where's Horsey? Or Peace? Smack. Wahahaha. Clean, clean, clean. Act 5. Ouchie, ouchie, ouchie. Brain hurty, hurty, hurty. Time to drink. Bottle? Wait, no. That's the wrong one. There was... You hold this. You hold bottle. You glug, 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 glug. We saw... Dead! Saw bottle. You picked up bottle. And then... everyone came in. You're back there. You saw this. You took bottle out the pocket to put it on table. Yes?
The killer is... you! This case began when Sakura asked a number of people to meet her in the rec room. Specifically, those people were Hiro, Toko, and Byakuya. But one of them headed out a bit earlier than the others, Toko. She got there one step ahead of everyone else and looked around for a good hiding spot. And she found it. She crawled into the locker to get out of sight. Then, from inside the locker, she saw Sakura enter the room. Next to arrive was Hiro.
Kande?
When he got there, he mistakenly thought Sakura was going to try to kill him, so he panicked. Without thinking, he grabbed a nearby Monokuma bottle and attacked Sakura with it. Thinking he'd killed her, he hastily began covering up his crime. He took a magazine from the table and forged a dying message from Sakura. To that end, he wrote down a name. Toko. By writing her name, he was hoping to pin the murder on her. But of course, Toko had witnessed the whole thing. So as soon as the coast was clear, she jumped out of the locker and hid the magazine on the shelf with all the others. But in her rush, she made one little mistake. She put the magazine back upside down. Soon after, she walked. She also saw the blood dripping off Sakura's head and fainted. This caused her personality to switch back over to Genocide Jack. When she woke back up, her second personality also saw the blood-soaked Sakura, and she freaked out. And just like Hiro, she grabbed another Monokuma bottle and attacked her. This explains why there were 2 wounds on Sakura's head. Assuming Sakura really was dead this time, she set about disposing of the evidence. She gathered up the broken Monokuma bottle shards and the queen chess piece. And that explains how Sakura was attacked twice with the same type of weapon. But even after those 2 blows, she was still alive. So then, what was Sakura's actual cause of death? It was the poison that Sakura herself got from the chem lab. She turned the rec room into a true locked room scenario, and then drank the deadly mixture. And there, she took her final breath. Later on, the rest of us discovered that her body was in there. We had to smash the door's window to get inside. But someone already knew what had happened, knew that she had committed suicide. And that same someone quietly snatched the bottle of poison from off the ground. And while nobody was looking, replaced it with an empty protein can. They did all this specifically to place all the suspicion on themselves, in an attempt to guide the trial to a false conclusion. And the one who went to all that effort was you, Hina.
That is an awesome, stylized painting or picture. That's cool.
That's
First
the
try.
full truth of the case. Sakura took her own life, and you claim to be the killer to hide that fact. Isn't that right?
That's what happened? But Makoto, how did you manage to... How were you able to uncover the truth that even I couldn't discern?
Because you were fascinated and stuck with the powder and the broom, and that's all you saw. You were blind.
Huh? Oh, well, I mean...
You still haven't realized? We don't all act according to calculations and cost-benefit diagrams. That's what makes us so complicated. That's what you don't understand. And that's why you couldn't solve this case. See? Didn't I tell you? When you dismiss other people's feelings, it'll always come back to bite you in the end.
She did say that. Oh, give me that S. That's an S. I barely made mistakes. My mistakes are forgivable. Come on now. An A? Come on now. Really? 96 battles? That's gonna take forever to do. Hina's still alive.
Okay. I think we can all agree you made your point. Did you guys forget already? You still haven't voted yet.
Oh yeah, that's right.
You seriously forgot? I can feel my energy draining out out of me. Well, whatever. You don't really have a choice anyway. You just gotta do it. Maybe you don't want to, but please grab your lever and cast your vote.
Is gonna be a lever a metaphor?
So, who will be chosen as the blackened? Will you make the right choice or the dreadfully wrong one? What's it gonna be? What's it gonna be?
It's gonna be the right one. It's Monokuma vote time. Dun, 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 dun. Sakura, Sakura, Sakura. Super quiet noise for some reason. Everything else is nice and loud.
Okay.
Yeah, I thought you were gonna speak for some reason. Okay, yeah, that's right. The one who killed Sakura was Sakura herself.
My entire existence!
Okay, we're done here.
What did you say?
That's the whole truth, huh? I see. But there's still one thing I don't understand.
Come on.
Hina, why did you try to cover up what happened? If the truth hadn't come to light, then you would have died along with the rest of us.
What are you thinking?
And yet why did you do that?
Don't be mean!
Yeah, we almost died there, man!
What is this?
Because that's exactly what I wanted. What? I mean, the reason Sakura died is because all you pushed her into a corner. You all killed her. I was on her side. I tried to keep it all hidden. So that's why.
You should have been the one to die.
I couldn't let her be the only one that died.
What?
You don't mean you were gonna take us all with you? You have to atone for our sins. We, that is. Because everyone, even me, we all killed her. We all have to pay for our crimes. You know, this is a very good, statement on suicide. It's not the person. It's not just on the person who committed suicide. They committed suicide for a reason. It could be a very good amount of reasons, but a lot of kids who commit suicide is because they're pushed to it. That they didn't feel like they belonged. They didn't feel like they had faith in humanity. They didn't feel like anyone cared about them, and it drove them to the point. And this is a really good thing right here. These words. We all have to pay for our crimes. People who push people to suicide, should they be punished? Should that be a crime? I believe it should be a crime. If you push someone to the point where they kill themselves, I think that makes you an accomplice to murder. And they should definitely pay for that. But, you see a lot of people just say, you have to live with your guilt now. Does that really make a difference? They have to live with their guilt that they killed someone. I don't think they care. Since how they pushed the person to begin with. But anyway.
What?
For serious, that's...
What is this?
Still don't understand? Then let me explain. Do you realize how much despair Sakura was carrying with her when she died? Look at this. Oh, she had a note. Such brutality has made me desperate. So instead of just waiting to be killed, I'll do it by my own hand. That's... I found it on the ground in front of the rec room. It's Sakura's suicide note. Suicide note? Thinking back, I should have seen it coming. It was right after Genocide Jack had attacked me. Sakura got mad and stormed out of the nurse's office. I ran after her and... Sakura, calm down. You don't have to worry about me. I'm fine. I can't calm down. I don't care if I suffer for this. It's my fault after all. But now you're suffering because of me.
No forgiveness!
You tried to protect me, but because of me...
I can't forgive this!
My closest friend got hurt. Sakura? Because of me, my friends are all going to kill each other. This is all my responsibility. She put a lot of weight on her shoulders. And none of us were open to that weight to help take it off her shoulders. And she killed herself. Sakura thought she was responsible. She thought everything was her fault. Which is why she wanted to find some way to get everyone to forgive her. So she asked to meet with them.
Huh?
You asked to meet with those three? You can't. Don't you see how dangerous that is? Don't worry. I just want to talk to them.
But,
Talk about what? Listen, don't do it. They're all getting up on you at once, even you.
Hina.
Please, don't think of things like that. They're not my enemy.
They're friends.
Sakura. She clearly believed. She completely believed in all of us. If you just talked to her, you would have understood. She was friend to all of us. And yet,
why?
they all attacked her. You trampled all over her feelings, and you did the unthinkable. No, that was just a misunderstanding.
What are you saying?
Don't stand there calling it a misunderstanding. She believed in you, and you wouldn't even listen to what she had to say. Without asking a single question, you tried to kill
I
her.
won't forgive you.
Do you have any idea how desperate she was, seeing you all act like that? That's what her suicide note means. So instead of just waiting to be killed, I'll do it on my own hand.
Why?
That's how far she pushed her.
Huh?
Sakura, what happened to you?
Hina.
You came. Wait, right here. I'll help you out.
Hina.
Huh?
I'm
so glad I got to meet you. Well, what's wrong, Sakura? Why are you talking like that?
I have a favor to ask.
Huh?
A favor?
Some protein.
Could I ask you to? Yeah, you got it. Just hang on. I'll be right back. That was the last conversation I had with her. I went to the chem lab to get the protein like she asked for. But when I got there, I saw the powder. That's when I realized. I saw that someone had taken something from the poison shelf, Sakura. So I ran back to the rec room as fast as I could. But by the time I got there, it was already too late. Sakura,
Please!
open the door.
Why? Why?
Why did she have to die? She had weaknesses, just like any other person. If she got cut, she'd bleed. If someone hurt her, she felt it. That's weakness. That's normal. And yet,
Why?
you all blamed her. I tried to protect her. I suffered for it. And that was just added to the weight she had to carry. And I didn't even realize it. Hina, we killed her. All of us. We pushed her into a corner and we murdered her.
Why?
People like us shouldn't be allowed to live. And that's why you tried to lead us astray. You did your best to make us arrive at the wrong conclusion during the class trial. Sakura died hating all of us. I wanted to free her of her regrets. But even that got found out, and in the end, I wasn't able to do anything for her. I couldn't even face her after this.
Hey! Hey!
Rude. I'm sorry to interrupt right after when you're about to deliver the final tearjerker, but
Hey!
this is just taking so long. I'm about to fall asleep over here. I mean, do you really think you have any idea what Sakura was actually thinking when she died?
What is this?
What did you say? Everything you just said was nothing but your interpretation, right? Your own opinion on what her suicide note meant.
What are you saying?
Of course I know what she was thinking, because her and I mean...
In other words...
Well, what are you really trying to say is...
Yes, indeed!
Don't you think the entire foundation is shaky? What if it was really like this?
What the heck?
What is that?
Of course!
Isn't it obvious?
Yep.
A suicide note. Sakura's suicide note. But Hina already...
Too bad!
Oh, I wrote that one. It was all by me, baby.
It's true!
This is the one Sakura addressed to Hina and put in her room.
Huh?
What, then? You lied to me?
Unbelievable.
Don't say lie. It makes it sound so dirty. I just thought I'd liven things up a bit.
Well now.
I can't help it if you totally took my little scribbles at face value. I didn't even have Sakura's signature on it. It didn't even, that is. You filthy little.
Damn it!
I'm not filthy. I didn't do anything.
Boom, boom!
Did I falsify evidence? Did I affect the outcome of the class trial? The case played out between you and you alone, and you were the ones jerking each other around.
Phew!
Heck, even if the will had factored in, it still would have been between you guys.
Shing!
So what's the problem? It's all part of the production process, okay? And scene. Cut.
And?
So then, what did she write in her real suicide note?
What are you gonna do?
I'm glad you asked. For your benefit, I shall read it using my melancholic, angelic, harmonic narrator voice.
Hey! Hey!
But you know, haven't you ever been curious about the whole suicide note thing? Who came up with the idea of leaving a note when you kill yourself in the first place?
But hold on.
Isn't it just so unfortunate? Killing yourself is so final, you know? You can never hear the rest of their story. Truth was lost in the darkness. It gives me the willies.
Enough already.
Could you get on with it, please?
Yes, indeed.
Okay, geez. Talk about Buzzkill. All right, here we go.
Hmm.
Ahem. My good friend Hina, there's something I have to tell you. I hate to do it like this, but you need to know. This is my final wish.
As you
Oh, that's
know,
cool.
I've been giving information to the one who's imprisoned you here.
It was our first night in this strange school that the mastermind came to see
You
me.
see, the mastermind took control of my family's dojo and demanded I become their tool.
Why are you reading every other? You might not see the importance of a dojo, but my family has watched over it for 300 years.
I couldn't let it be destroyed under my watch, so even if it meant my own life, I had to protect it. That's how I saw things.
However, that was my greatest weakness. Oh, and because of that, I made a mistake of giving into the mastermind.
And what the mastermind wanted from me was nothing less than murder.
Dun dun dun. And they were probably worried about that. And they probably worried that until the first murder had happened, nothing would move forward. That makes sense. Yeah. Try to get the start of the game before the game started type of thing. Yeah, okay. But what neither the mastermind nor I expected was the incident involving Sayaka. At that point, the plan changed. The mastermind told me to hold off, to wait until we reached another stalemate. Oh.
However, as I lived here with all of you, as I lived here with Hina, my resolve began to weaken.
Watching everyone fight with such despair, trying so desperate to stay alive, I saw the weakness in my own heart, the mistake of succumbing to the mastermind. And more than anything,
I cannot betray those who would call me their friend.
that's how I came to feel. So that's why, Sakura,
I've made a decision.
why was Makoto saying that? Oh, because Makoto's talking about this? Okay.
I will no longer retreat, no longer compromise, no longer regret. I've made my decision. I'm going to resist you.
Of course, because of that, I decided to reveal her secret, which made everyone else hate her. Her decision to stay true to all of you led directly to all of you hating her for it. Ironic, isn't it? Maybe oxymoronic. Or just moronic.
Of course, I understand if you all hate me. All of this is because of my own weakness.
I'm perfectly willing to accept whatever attack you may want to make on me.
So this is my atonement for betraying you. That's what I had in mind.
But unfortunately, that's not enough. This won't end with just me accepting your hatred.
My own situation has started having an effect on more people than just me.
It's true.
Which is exactly what the mastermind wanted when they revealed my betrayal.
My betrayal brought suspicion, disharmony. The mastermind knew that eventually it would escalate into someone murdering someone else.
Of course, I'm still responsible for that as well.
I have an obligation to get this situation under control. And to fulfill that obligation, I've decided to do it as the mastermind commanded. I will do as I was told and commit murder.
But I've decided the one I'm going to kill is myself.
If the mastermind demands that I kill someone, then that someone will be me. When my dojo is safe, then my dojo will be safe, and above all else, none of you will have to kill anyone. When I die, the source of conflict among you all dies with me. For that, I'm willing to give up my life.
If it can save you, then sacrificing my own life could have no greater meaning.
Well, if you put it like that, it's kind of... Well, nice isn't the right word, but you know.
Whatever you think of me, please know that you are all my most treasured friends.
Aww. I've never had people like you in my life.
Huh?
Then, Sakura didn't feel cornered? She didn't die hating
No
us?
way!
She wanted to stop us from fighting, to protect us.
Correct.
She didn't end her own life because she was weak. Quite the opposite, in fact. She was strong. Too strong. That's why she killed herself. She chose death for herself in order to protect the rest of us. To sacrifice so much, no normal person could do that.
However,
It was only her limitless strength that made it possible.
Finally, Hina, I want to apologize to you especially.
The reason I didn't tell you any of this is because I knew you would try to stop me. I'm really, truly sorry. Please don't be sad. If I can thwart the Mastermind's plan, if I can keep you from killing each other, that's enough for me. This is the path that I have chosen. This is the only way I have left to disguise or distinguish myself. And that you can use this note to bring the class trial to a quick end. Wish we had it. I am sorry to ask you to do something so unpleasant, but I have to leave the rest to you. Please tell Byakuya, Toko, and Hiro on my behalf. I cannot tell anyone about my plan while I'm alive, but I wanted you to understand why I am doing this. In the end, though, I hope to show myself through the actions and not words. Hopefully, then they'll see.
I never saw you as my enemy. You were only ever my friend, who I wanted to help as much as possible. Hina, whatever it takes, survive. Survive along with everyone else.
Yeah, but I don't know how. That's the thing. It's like, you think about it. It just... How do you win? One person has to win. So, if it comes down to one another person, say it comes down to Makoto and Hina, is that a fight to the death? Winner takes all? Like, or do you have to plan it out to kill two people and win that way? It's I don't know. This is going to get interesting. We're almost down to the Final Four. The Final Four is like where this is all going to come in place. It's either going to come down to you win or it's a fight to the death. I don't know. This is going to get very interesting. I don't know how this ends. Actually, I think I just figured it out by my own conclusion. I think Makoto's going to win because he's the protagonist, so it's going to come down to the Final Four. One's going to kill two. I solved the murder. And then I'm the only one left. Because then three people are gone. I don't know. So far, we haven't come to the fact that one person killed two people. That's it. We haven't come to that yet. It's got to happen soon. Otherwise, they wouldn't have mentioned it. Although we're halfway through the game, the narrator told us. I don't know. This is going to get interesting. I'm curious. I'm really enjoying this game.
No matter what, just survive.
But...
This is... I don't understand how she felt. Not at all. I didn't. I thought we were so close and still...
What are you gonna do?
But in the end, hey, that is a Sakura thing to say, not a you thing to say. She's a Linkin Park fan. You keep those words out of your mouth. All her meddling was, like, totally pointless.
Oh.
She died so young, wouldn't try to kill each other, but also ended up doing it anyway. Thanks to you, her death had no purpose at all. In fact, it was because of her stupid meddling where the rest of you nearly bit the big one.
Too bad.
Yeah, see, you did this on purpose. You switched the note to a generic note that could mean a bunch of things, took her personal note away, and made Hina act on her emotions. Now you're trying to put a target on Hina's back. I'm gonna protect her. I hope. She deserves all the blame. Everyone blame her. Go ahead. She deserves it. Now then, the next victim has been decided. Yeah, exactly. You're putting a target on her back. What do you mean, next victim? Nobody here blames anyone.
Huh?
Yeah. First of all, you're the wrong for tricking Hina with that fake suicide note. And plus, Sakura's death wasn't a waste.
Say what?
Because she made us remember. We're not enemies that hate each other. We're friends who need to work together.
You know?
Dang straight, bro! This is all because of our misplaced hatred.
Well,
I don't blame her. I can't blame her. And no one can blame Hina either.
Ooh.
Whether or not there was a spy never really mattered. Because the one who we need to destroy is you, no one else.
What? What do you want?
What the heck? That's not how it's supposed to go.
How strange.
But anyway, are you sure about that? This killing game is a competition between all of you, remember?
Hey!
Your enemy is each other. Also, there's still that 13th student, the mystery student. He's absolutely right about that. Shut your jerk butthole mouth.
Phew!
Ah, lovely Byakuya. You understand, don't you? This is a life or death elimination match. The only way to survive is to win. There can be no doubt those are the rules of the game. Which is why I'm bowing out of the game. Wait, what?
Huh?
Yeah.
Naturally.
Sakura and Hina were both willing to sacrifice their own lives to deny the reality of the game. Thanks to them, it would appear the others have cast aside their fear for this game.
Don't make me repeat myself.
There's no point in participating in this game which has lost that sense of excitement. Which is why I will no longer participate in it.
What?
Woo! We don't have to hear him talk anymore. Yeah, can I get a thumbs up for that? What's going on here? Now I only have one thing left to look forward to.
It's all clear now.
That's the heap of the harshest possible punishment into the one who thinks they can control me. Byakuya, does this mean? Don't misunderstand. I haven't been moved by some thoughtless sentimentalism. If that's what you're thinking. Wherever master goes, I go, and if the mastermind turns out to be a guy, maybe I can catch on. Everyone.
Hey,
Well, now can you say that Sakura's death had no meaning?
Nyeh.
How boring. But nothing good can come from this. I'm still gonna be the one having fun time.
what the heck?
The fun time. Anyway, let's forget about that good for nothing backstabbing. Get back on
You
track.
want me to punish you guys?
What? What do you mean? Excuse you? It's the moment you all been waiting for. Punishment time.
What?
Wait, but Sakura was technically the killer, right? And she's dead. You're not going.
But
Is it me?
Wrong.
Oh heavens no! Just because the Blacken is dead doesn't mean I can't sub in whatever old student I want. Didn't I tell you? I'm very particular about the bare times one rule.
Listen up.
But I spent so much time preparing my special punishment, it'd be a shame for it to go to waste.
Yahoo!
For my special punishment, I prepared a special guest. A special guest?
Let's give it everything we've got. It's punishment time!
Does anybody know what's happening here? Wait, it's punishment time. I gotta disappear for this. No! You jerks! No! No! Who do you think you are? She did nothing. He did nothing for this. Super quiet. Also, you're not that buff. What are you doing over there? What the crap? How dare you? Duh. You suck. You made a ball. How'd you make a ball? You painted a ball with it. How? Now that was just mean. That was completely uncalled for. You...
Oh,
You suck, man! You turned him into a mangled hunk of junk.
Phew!
That really took it out of me. Maybe I'll go grill up a plate of chicken. After all, they say for post-workout grub, chicken's where it's at. And I'm all about that grilled goodness. Fried, broiled. Give me a break. The color, the smell, whatever the crap that is. Grilled is where it's at.
So,
I realize how dangerous it could be, but still I have to do this. I'm scared, but I can handle it. I don't really understand why, but
still.
when I'm talking about with everyone else, my courage starts to grow. You might think I'm some kind of inhuman AI, but it's true, so it's okay. For the sake of everyone else, I won't be afraid. Alter Ego's words raced through my heart and soul, and my disbelief gave way to raw anger. The anger turned to fury, black and muddied, and boiling over. It bubbled through my body, quickly overflowing and shouting out of my mouth. How dare you? That was my friend! How dare you kill him?
What's the matter?
Huh? You were friends with a laptop? That's pretty pathetic. What's next? Friends with a basketball? Shut up! He wasn't just a laptop. He was my friend. You killed him. And that's what you call animism? Whatever. Where a soul dwells within things, like even laptops. Well, you can call it whatever you want. Bottom line is, it got in my way, and it was trying to find things all sneaky.
Just as I thought.
So you finally noticed him.
Actually,
Finally? No. I known about him since the very beginning. I knew Chihiro was doing something with a laptop, and I knew you were using it to analyze data. I knew exactly how it was going to all play out from the very start. What?
What are you thinking?
You knew, and you were still cocky enough to let us take the plunge.
yep.
Well, I mean, the data on the laptop, it was, I guess you could call it a gift from me to you.
Phew.
Or maybe more like a reward in order for you being able to unlock something so difficult.
Hey,
So, of course, I don't care you got access to that. But sneaking into the network was just too personal. So I had to do a little, reformatting.
I want to be able to help.
I wanted to keep everyone. I wanted to work as hard as everyone else to get out of here. Alter Ego wanted to fight for us. He wanted to help at the risk of his own life. And for that, he was killed. Yeah, the Punisher time has made me feel a billion times better.
Very nice.
Experiencing a meaningless death is so soothing. It makes me remember that every low can get even lower. No, his death wasn't meaningless either. Everyone who's died so far, their deaths of each and every one of our friends, they'll all make us stronger. I swear to God, someday you will pay for this.
Ba-bum, ba-bum.
Holy moly, you're super mad, just unreasonably upset.
Well?
Okay, time to bring things up to a close. Oh, but before that,
Uh-huh.
I need to read the postscript.
What?
Postscript?
Yep.
Yeah, still a little bit more left to Sakura's note. Huh? Do I have your attention? Okay, then here we go.
Hello.
Prepare your ears for the ducklet tones of yours truly. One other thing, Hina. There's something I'd like to tell the others. Hopefully, it will act as a clue to help you unravel the mystery of this school. What? A clue?
Hina.
I've spoken with the mastermind off and on the whole time I've been here, so I've learned one thing, which is the mastermind has done something to us. I think what they've done is...
Yeah!
Oopsie daisy! That was a close one, another word, and we would have been in a hip deep spoiler territory.
Too bad.
Okay, I don't want to ruin the surprise, so book club is dismissed for today.
What?
What? You can't just stop at the most important bit. It makes your brain rumble and tumble, huh? It makes you so mad you don't even freaking know, huh?
You guys?
That's the whole point, stupid. It's to get back at all you for hardening your resolve. Fine, but at least Sakura's note. Like I'll ever let you greaseballs have it.
Huh?
But
Too bad.
he sucks for you losers. Wait, what's this?
What?
What is it now?
What?
There's one last line in the note? And let me say this to the mastermind. I'm not gonna just lay down and die. I will fight you, you jerk, no matter what. And that's seriously it. Wow, what a stubborn loser, huh? She won't lay down and die. She'll fight you? Well, whatever. Who cares what some dead musclehead has to say?
Well,
Byakuya said, it's not a strong poison. It'll only kill you if you take the whole bottle. She's not dead. You guys should try to get some rest, you know? And maybe take some time to reconsider how approach this school life of yours. Are you sure you don't want to graduate? Can you really cut free from the regrets in the outside world? Think about that. Think long, think hard. Those were his parting words for us before disappearing. But what was that all about? Sakura's final message. Her last clue to help us solve the mystery of the school. The mastermind did something to us? Kyoko said something like that before, didn't she? It was after Celeste trial was over.
You...
What did you do? What did you do to my body?
Who?
Hey,
Answer me. What did you do to my body? The mastermind did something to our bodies? What are they saying the mastermind did? What did the mastermind do to us? I mean, did the mastermind plant a bomb in us or something? If we try to leave the school, a sensor goes off, and boom, the bomb explodes? I've seen stuff like that in movies and comics and stuff, so it's not totally unheard of. No. I feel just awful thinking about it. I can't afford to acknowledge thoughts like that.
Yo,
So the class trial's over and Monokuma's gone.
but
So now what do we do?
Yes.
What else is there? Other than head back up? Yeah, let's get out of here. But, Hina must feel responsible. Dial back to ego a bit, girl. The kind of mystery someone like you could pose, absolutely no threat.
Not possible.
I would never have lost track of that kind of challenge. What are you talking about? Kyoko and Makoto are the ones that figured everything out.
Stop
Jerkface.
talking.
Suck it! Seriously, I'm sorry. How many times do you plan to apologize about how you make the last one? How about you make that the last one? I haven't reached a point where I need someone to apologize to me more than once.
Sorry.
Okay, I see what you mean. Then, I'll try.
Huh?
That totally wasn't normal, right? Did she just capture his flag? Uh-oh.
No.
Uh-oh. I cannot suffer the existence of someone who would disturb the romance between me and Master.
Huh?
What are you talking about? That's absolutely not what's happening here. Why would I ever go for a sleazeball like him?
What did you say?
Sleazeball? It's accurate.
What the heck?
That's right. I called you a sleazeball because you are a sleazeball.
I see.
Apparently, you still have a death wish. You gave up on the game. Suck it. Oh, more bite and sarcasm. No wonder why you don't have any friends.
No.
Hey, stop fighting with Master. You're making me jealous. I want the abuse. Give and take, me. Okay. Guess it's not so easy for everyone to act like friends. Well, that's just how it goes for now. Huh. And so Sakura's class trial, comes to an end, and we return to the world of Hope's Peak Academy. But the story wasn't even over. Wasn't even close to over. Time kept marching on. We all went back to our rooms, and for long, night snuck up on us. It's
This as such, soon the doors to the... Okay then.
nighttime descended and pulled me down along with it, down into sleep. I couldn't remember the last time I'd fallen into such a deep sleep, but the night still wasn't over for me. A voice. I could hear a voice. What? Wake up. Wake up. Huh? The voice dragged me from deep slumber to a hazy half-conscious. My eyeballs were like lead. What's up, Kyoko?
Kyoko?
What you doing? You know what? I still want to save. I don't want to have to do this all over again. But I gotta end the episode. I'm way over time. This is a really good spot for next episode. Good cliffhanger. Doing it. Gonna believe in quick resume. Gonna believe quick resume will keep my spot in this game. Why is she here in the middle of the night? How did she get into our room? This is very curious. Why do we sleep fully clothed, by the way? We have a blanket on, but we still have our jacket on as well. A little weird. But anyway, that's that class trial. Man, I was really hoping to keep going and get that achievement to pop. No, we're doing it. Keep going. Kyoko.
Yes, it's me.
Huh? Kyoko?
I said yes.
So Kyoko's here.
Wait, what?
In a flash, I was wide awake. Well, what are you doing here?
It's true.
I'm here to wake you up. Oh, I see. Wait, but my door. It was unlocked. You're unbelievably careless. It was unlocked? Are you serious?
Hey,
Anyway, you don't have to overact like that every time you're surprised. Well, what time is it?
correct.
3 o'clock in the morning, of course. It's 3 a.m. Why was Kyoko waking me up at this hour? Okay, you know what? This is good. Just gives me a place to stop. I guess this is where we stop, and I can save and make sure it's all saved. Okay, well, my achievement didn't get to pop. I was hoping to get an achievement to pop for the case trial, but apparently not. Not today. That's gonna do it for this episode. Hope you guys did enjoy. Why is Kyoko in our room? Did we actually leave our door unlocked? I don't know. We'll find out maybe in the next episode. Who knows? But I hope you guys did enjoy hanging out with me for this episode. I hope you come back next episode and hang out with me some more. But until then, take it away, outro me. Thank you so much for watching that video. And if you liked it, make sure you give that video a like. And also comment down below. And while you're here, subscribe for more amazing content. And go check out another one of the gaming videos over on this side. And then you can click up there. Right up there. Boop, boop. Then you can subscribe. Or head over to my hobbies channel over here, where you can watch me paint Optimus Prime, you know, the Transformer, more than meets the eye, over there. And also subscribe by clicking up there. And until next time, I'm ApexReaper. Y'all stay positive. Thanks for watching.